Product I want to talk to you about is the Canny Collar. Genuinely think this is one of the most straightforward, easy to understand products, easy to put on and off. It's not complicated. It's not going to hurt your dog. And yeah, you can only really get this right. Can't really get it wrong. Basically, the way that they work, I've got my model dog here. The way that they work is they are a collar with a little loop, and your lead attaches to the back of the collar. Now, the reason this is important is a lot of head collars, the lead will attach underneath here, which means when your dog then pulls, it's going to twist your dog's head instead of keeping it straight. The Canny Collar works with the lead at the back, so as your dog pulls and you pull back on the lead, it stops the dog leaning on the collar and doing that horrible raspy choky sound, but it means that the dog's body, head and neck remain straight, so they're not getting pulled to either side depending on where that lead is. And I think that's an awful lot better. It's also far less likely you'll see some of them where they twist up and they go near the dog's eye. You'll see some of them that are really easy to get off, and none of them are going to be absolutely everybody's cup of tea. Every dog is different, every handler is different, but for me the Canny Collars are just really easy. They're just simple. Now, if your dog's not used to having something on its face, obviously the first few times it wears it, it's going to try and wipe it off, and you might need help from an instructor for the first couple of times, but this is something you can do yourself at home. The Canny Collars are really good. The way they're packaged, they give you all the information size-wise on the back, so it's really easy to find the right size for your dog. When you open the packet out, it's got full instructions on the inside of how to use the Canny Collar. We've even got a QR code to get you started. You've got little clips in there so you can fasten the collar back onto itself if you're letting the dog off. This is your standard collar. You're measuring the dog on the actual collar. Okay, so if I get Omelette, come here. What do you get? Good girl. Up. We get Omelette here. So we fit that as a normal standard collar. Then that little loop goes over the nose, and then your lead just clips onto these two hooks at the back of the collar. Okay, so you can see there on Omelette, you can see there it's on her head. That's where your lead would go, clipping at the back, and then you've got full control of that dog pulling on that lead. It's not in her eye, it's not preventing her from opening her mouth. She can still do all those doggy things. She can still sniff. And the only thing it's going to have any effect on is her pulling and leaning on that collar and choking herself. Okay, so that is, without doubt, to me, a really simple, straightforward way. And to undo it, you just unclip your lead, pull that bit off. And if you were letting them run round the park, this is where the Canny Collars have got that little extra loop in. It basically goes round and fastens onto itself, so you don't have to take the whole collar off. You can just fasten it onto itself, and then your dog can run round without anything on their nose, nice and easy. Now, I really like training with these with, good girl Omelette, thank you, with a training lead that's got a clip on either end of the lead, so that one part of the lead connects onto the Canny Collar and the other part of the lead connects onto your dog's standard collar or harness, so that you've got the Canny Collar there if you need it, but you can train them off it nice and easy. And it just gives you that greater level of control, particularly if you're dealing with a big dog and they've already kind of got the better of you a little bit, whether it be that you've rehomed a larger dog or it's a puppy that's grown a bit quicker than you anticipated and you haven't got your training in there from the beginning. Now, obviously, everybody's ideal is that you just pop a lead on and head out for a walk, and you don't need loads of things to help you. But if you do need something, and there are a lot of people out there that do, these are a really good buy. They're not very expensive. This is £22. It's got everything in the box that you need to start you off on your journey at home. It will take your dog a little bit of time to get used to having something on their face, but I tend to find if you reward them whilst they've got their head up, and you encourage them to have their head up, then they're not going to lean on that. They're not going to feel the pressure on their face, and they're only going to feel pressure if they then pull and try and stretch out that lead. So you would never use one of these with a flexi lead. What you're looking for is that nice slack lead. So I hope that's helped. I hope my little friend here has demonstrated it well. As an off the peg product, the Canny Collars are just dead easy, dead simple, not faffy in any way. Most dogs accept them fairly quickly. They're not very expensive, and they're dead easy for you to fit at home. Take them off, put them on. It's all really simple. So just wanted to share with you. Like I say, there are loads of ways to combat lead pulling. Obviously, my heart lies in training, so there's lots of training ways. But what I like about this product is that you can start off with it and train off it. So it's not something that you need to rely on for the rest of your dog's life. You can just use it to help you through those tricky spells. And a lot of customers will use it to help through those naughty teenage spells where your dog's just pushing the boundaries a little bit. Just helps give you that little bit more control without letting them get into any bad habits.